Good morning. Well, maybe it's afternoon. I don't know where you are right now, but I am actually going to show you how to remove your Jamberry Trushine. I right now have a layer of the Jamberry Trushine, which is the gel, and then I put a wrap over it to layer. The wrap is called Shining Personality, and I love it, and it actually could last another week easily, but I am just too fickle to keep the same wrap on, and I wanted to show you how to remove the wraps, or excuse me, well, the wraps too, but mostly the gel enamel, the Trushine. So what you do is you get, actually, they have a Trushine box. I'll insert a picture so you can see it going the right way since it's backwards. But this is the wrap removal, or I keep saying wrap, the gel removal, the Trushine removal packets, and you'll need 10 of them. You'll also need, I prefer anyways, using like latex gloves or rubber gloves or whatever it is if you can't do latex, because I find that I can actually do a couple things around the house if I put these on after I put the little wrap packets on there. And then I also use an orange wood stick just to kind of lift around the edges, because it can get the removal stuff. And excuse the noises in the background. Even though I asked my kids to be quiet because I'm going to do a video, they still don't. So I just like to kind of break the seal a little bit around the edges, because then the gel removal packets can get working, get their stuff under there. So that's what I'm going to do first. Sometimes I use my nail, sometimes I use the orange wood stick, just to kind of break the seal a little bit around them. Seems like it's easier just to do it with my nail at this point. And it doesn't have to be perfect, just a little bit, just so it kind of gets under there somewhere. Oh my gosh, I have no idea what my son is doing over there. I think they take this as the opportunity when I'm doing videos to like do whatever it is they want, because they know that I'll try to ignore them while I can. The packets come in 2, so you'll just, keep breaking them apart. So you've got 10 of them. And now I'm going to actually move the video down a little to where you'll be able to see what I'm doing a little bit better. So you rip open the packet. What's inside is a little pocket, but you open it up. Sorry, I shouldn't have taken it out. And then there's actually a little sticky piece on the back here, so you can stick it closed. And of course my fingers aren't wanting to cooperate at the moment. There we go, it's on the other end. So you pull it off, and there will be some sticky stuff. Oh my goodness, the sticky stuff doesn't want to come off. Well, anyways, so what you do, you open it up, and then you can see it's on the bottom. So for this example, let me do my right hand first. What you'll do, you'll put your finger in, you kind of bend it over, and it sort of stays there, and with the tape sort of that's on there, it stays in place. But I'm telling you, if you use the gloves, it stays in place a whole lot easier than if you don't use the gloves. So, whoops, this one is sticking to me. Do it again, open it up, stick your finger in so it's against the pad, and then just sort of cross it over. And I go like that to kind of get the end bent over. Okay, doing it again. Sometimes when you get to be doing several fingers, it's sometimes easier to wrap them open all at once. Oops. Because then you don't have to worry about trying to do it when your fingers are all covered up. So again, put it in, stick it one side, stick it on the other side, cover it up. And this is where I think I'm going to do a couple for the rest of that hand. So stick it in there. Oops, I keep forgetting to take off the little backing for the sticky stuff. There we go. Put it in there. Make sure the little pad is against your nail. Like that. And then my last one for my thumb. These things just don't want to let go. So I'll do this one, wrap it over, and go like that. So they're all on, as you can see, very pretty. And then you take your glove, and let me put this on. And the glove is really just so you can kind of keep the wraps or the little coverings where they're supposed to be, the remover where it's supposed to be. It's not super easy, but it's not a big deal if you get a little hole in there because you're not trying to keep it, you know, waterproof or anything. You're just trying to keep those little suckers in place. And you just pull them. Now I got size small because my hands are pretty small this last time. I probably could have gone with a medium or a large just because it would fit a little better with these little removers on my fingertips. I'm trying to push them down a little. But that's what you do. And then you do your other hand, and then you can do a couple things around the house. I usually wait. The instructions say actually do it for 10 minutes. I usually soak for at least 20 minutes if I really want them to get off. I just find that it works better for me. I also, since I have the wraps plus the gel enamel, I've got a lot of layers on there, so I'll do 20, maybe even 30 minutes depending. So I'm gonna sign off for now, and I'll come back when it's time to take off the wraps or the gel. Can you tell I normally am doing wraps? I'll be back. Okay, it's been about actually 30 to 40 minutes because, excuse me, fighting a cold, because I ended up getting busy doing other things, and next thing I know, it's about, I don't know, 30 or 40 minutes later. So I took off my wraps on my right hand just because, or I did it again, my gels, just because it's easier to do that for me. So that I can have my other hand to take them off. So you can see, actually you can see that the color of the writing on the little packets has sort of come off, but it doesn't matter. I was able to do laundry. I was able to actually do some work on my computer just using the mouse. I wasn't typing a whole lot. But it didn't fare too badly. And again, it doesn't really matter if you're being waterproof or not. You can see that this one kind of broke. I don't remember when or why, but it's not a big deal. But it enabled me to actually do stuff, which is nice because then I don't have to sit there like this for, you know, half an hour or whatever. So let's go ahead and take these off. I'm going to move the camera down again so you can kind of see what I'm doing. So what I like to do is kind of just like squish around a little. Just get, usually the wrap comes off first, and then it just kind of, you know, loosens up stuff in there. And I usually start with my thumb, and I just pull out one finger at a time. Oh, this came off with it. And actually made me a liar. The wrap didn't come off, but I just pulled it right off. Like I slid it right off, which was kind of cool. So then I have this here. I have junk left over from the last time when I was doing my other hand, and I am just going to sort of, not really even pushing that hard, just kind of getting underneath there, and it does pretty much all the work for you. And then you can kind of clean it up a little bit as you go. You do your normal prep for the next time if you're going to do wraps again, or if you're going to do Trushine gel. So did my first finger. Not a big deal, did not take very long. I was able to do other stuff, which is the coolest part of this. So just rub it around again and ignore the kiddos in the background. get it off so you can see it's kind of loose. And you just sort of push it off. It's hard to do it in the air. I need to figure out a way to show you what I'm doing a little more easily. But you just kind of like push it off. It sort of crumbles as you're doing it. It's not damaging your nail, especially using the orange wood stick. I find if I wanted to use like a metal kind of an instrument, I would just be worried that it would you know, scratch my nail itself, which I obviously don't want to do. So it's off. It's just kind of the stuff that's sort of hanging on. But second nail. Okay, squish it around again for the third nail. Get all the junk off of my little orange wood stick. I always put a little towel down just because that helps me keep things clean. Take it off. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing. And it just kind of crumbles off. I wouldn't even say peels off. Just sort of crumbles off. And then you're done. My middle finger, you get the little pieces all over. You can clean up easily if you have a towel underneath or a paper towel. See this one, the wrap sort of kind of came off, but not completely, so I'll help it along. And again, you just sort of push underneath. It comes right off. I think leaving it on a little bit longer than they say helps a lot, in my opinion, and I feel like it's worth it to do that. And my pinky is the last one. Okay, so I do the same thing. This one's coming off almost in one piece. And that's about it. That one comes off, that one comes off, and there you go, all clean. It all came off. And then you just do your normal prep. Wash your hands. I like Dawn dish soap, soak them, excuse me, and then you just, you know, do the usual thing, which I've already shown you in previous videos. Let me pull it up so I can talk to a person. And that's about it. So I hope that this was helpful, and if you have any questions, feel free to let me know. I really love my Trushine. My nails would never be this long if it wasn't for Jamberry wraps. I mean, for me, this is super long because my nails do not grow at all. So I hope this is helpful, and I'll be back soon. Thanks. Bye.